up, Bloody Nerdigans? This is the one and only Pack Girl 89 of Nerdigans, and today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Money Forest chapters 7 through 10. But before I get into this recap and live reaction, we are at war with YouTube's algorithm, and it is slowly but surely killing my channel. And in order to defeat this algorithmic beast, we need you to please hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because, of course, this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored. And we ain't sponsored by Shueisha, and we ain't sponsored by Manga Plus. And considering how much we promote Manga Plus on this channel, it's kind of surprising, right? But if you love what we're doing and want to help keep me, my adorable little Bubba Kitty, who's somewhere around here, hopefully being good kitties, and this operation, well, again, literally alive and kicking, so we can keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be news, analysis, or live reactions like this one. Feel free to hit up our Cash App, PayPal, and Coffee. Links are in the description box below, as well as the link to our Patreon, where we are doing our anime live reaction content, because unlike YouTube, where we constantly have to worry about getting a copyright strike for showing anything on the screen, well, Patreon, we don't have to worry about that. So we can have our full setup of the anime and manga side by side and have the audio to boot, which is not only great for busting a botch localization or two, but it's great for when we cover anime original content like, say, Digimon Beat Break. And the more views and subscribers we get on Patreon, the more anime we'll cover. And hell, if you're a $10 Patreon member, you get to choose the series we cover as well. And there is a stacked winter anime season in full swing, in which today we're going to be covering Hell's Paradise Jigakuraku. We also cover Sosuno Fragrant, Jujutsu Kaisen, Madosehe no Slave, Tune Into the Midnight Heart, Vigilantes, Dead Account, Medalist, and Digimon Beat Break, and there's even more on the way. So please check out our Patreon. The link is in the description box below. So, well, last time I covered Money Forest, Rotary almost got busted. Like, he almost got busted as a human. Like, some other elves got busted in the process, or fake elves got busted in the process as humans, and it was glorious to see that. But nah, Rotary almost got busted, but instead of getting busted, he went through like a nasty acid trip, so to speak. But anyways, let's get into this chapter, see what's in store for us today. And chapter 7 is titled Crossing the Shadows Part 5. Rotary, at the tip of his blade, is, Master, do it. Bring down your sword and silence that maddening voice. Wait, a heartbeat? What is the meaning of, Master Rotary? Come now, Missy. It's already been 3 days. I keep telling you, no soul consumed by the darkness has ever returned. One must know when to let go, and you've made it! Thank goodness, I'm so glad! I always had faith in you, boy, liar. I knew if anyone would make it back, it'd be you. No, I clearly heard you about to abandon hope just now. How are you feeling? I was in a state of confusion for some time, but I could feel reality slowly sinking in at last. That darkness will hook its claws into the deepest shadows of one's heart until their very soul is torn to shreds. The fact that you could endure it over several days is quite the testament to your mental fortitude. Well, it could also be that this young lady's prayers got through to you and miraculously pulled you back. Aww, she stayed tirelessly by your side this entire time, calling out your name over and over, so that you would not lose your way in the darkness. Well, that's because I promised to guide him all the way. No, it's more than that. So then, those voices were, Master Rotary's the hero who's going to save the forest after all, as if he could lose to some silly darkness. Wait, what happened to your hands? Nothing. Those would be, scrapes and scuffs from carrying you, my boy. She said he might wake up if we get him in the sun, and proceeded to carry you all this way from the boat on her own. Aw, hey, don't tell him that. We still yet to tell him about how you knocked his head into the rocks about 20 times on our way out. It's quite the bloody sight. Ah, I see. So she saved me, foolish girl. The man you worked so desperately to save is no hero. Well, you say that now. Perhaps the darkness did not swallow me whole, simply because I'm a despicable human with no concern for the shadows in his heart. That is very true. A human who would stoop to any lie to get what he wants, but this fool is different. Were she to discover that she had single-handedly invited disaster upon the forest, I'm sure that for hundreds, perhaps thousands of years, for a mind-numbing eternity, her soul would linger in the darkness. Whoa. God, this art is great. Be it sooner or later, the forest extinction is inevitable, but at the very least, me, Master Rotary? I want to let her remain blissfully unaware till the very end. Let her. Thank you. Aww. That's so sweet. This is as far as I go. The Elder's village lies beyond this point. Here we go. It's in your hands now. Best of luck, you two. Dude, we finally made it this far. Indeed. You mentioned working for the royal family, meaning it's safe to assume they've got their eyes on the spirit heart as well. Seems I'm not the only one after all. Well, I've got to seize the treasure and leave the forest as quickly as possible. Yeah, esteemed elders, what is all this commotion? Well, you see, I told you there's a 100-year wait if you want an audience with. Hey, you can't just waltz in and... Dude, Rodri's like, fuck off, bro. My name is Rodri. I've come to make a deal. Face to face with the elders at last. All right, let's get to chapter 8. Cruel and unusual entertainment. Kill him. Come on. Sick him. And chapter 8 is titled Fate. Yeah, that's it. Go for the juggernaut. Let's see. I have the information you asked for. Thanks. Oh, the poor elf. Once the elves lose the spirit heart, will they also lose the ability to use their magic even inside the forest, I wonder? Who knows? Does that concern you? Can't say the notion brings me joy. Go on, prove that elves without magic are at least better than dogs. You want to see your family? You want to see your family again or not? Frog! Woo! Won't they take away their only means left to defend themselves? Oh, he shot him anyway! What a piece of shit! Scum, do you have any idea what that face is worth? How awful! What a piece of shit! That bullet just now, would you have been able to avoid it? Huh? A bullet fired from behind is like fate itself. There's no mean to resist. Elves have too long underestimated humans, and sooner or later they will lose everything for it. It is the elves who have brought upon themselves such a fate. Who do you think you are? It is fine. Desist. Here we go. The Elven Council of Elders. Here we go. Let's see. So another one has brazenly crossed the river. Do youth of today have no regard for the order of the forest? Is there no decency left in the world? Well, shall we gouge out their eyes and cut off their ears to make a point? This is what happens when you disrupt the order. Splendid idea. I concur. Here. Master Rodri, wait. Understanding the youth is a part of our job. Let's first hear what he has to say. Very well. Right, of course, dude. These elves are assholes. Young elf, what is the deal of which you speak? I've come to sell you your future. As you are well aware, the forest is currently infested with the vermin known as the human race. They are corroding this forest at an alarming rate. Now is the time to strike, lest these vermin completely overtake the forest for good. I offer to stamp out this infestation and bring you a new future. I have but one condition. I want a monopoly on all trade in the forest going forward. What do you say? Young elf, there's nothing wrong with this forest. Are you fucking serious? I understand that to you young ones, the forest may appear to be a danger. Are you fucking high? It doesn't just appear to be in danger, it is in danger, you fucking retard. The humans have been killing elves and turning them into slaves. It is nothing but a momentary uproar. Oh, you are fucking stupid. What we must truly be wary of is tarnishing our noble spirit by deigning to engage with such vermin, thus stooping to the level of vermin ourselves. No different than human nobles. Nope. Given the reactions of those I've met so far and the abandoned state of the forest, I presume the elders to be trash who couldn't care less about the people suffering. But this goes far beyond that. They're utterly rotten to the core. That's right. Do you even consider taking measures against human tyranny as an act that would lower their stature? Has the longevity of their species warped their line of thinking? Or perhaps, So then you're just going to sit back and do nothing? I thought surely the Council of Elders of all people would be thinking desperately of a way to solve the human crisis in our forest. If you're not going to do anything, then what do you even set up there in those distinguished chairs for? Ooh! You'd best watch your tongue. Stay your bow. Dude, she's right, though. I love that she called him out. I don't need you to understand knowing what's best for the forest is our job. You don't know what's best for the forest, you fucking retard! Is that the end of it, then? It's true that they disrupted the order, but I'm willing to take into consideration that they had the forest's interests at heart. I propose a lighter prison sentence over cruel punishment. All in favor? Aye, agreed. In that case, I hereby sentence you to 1,000 years? What? Consider yourselves lucky to be alive. You better be grateful to the elders for their benevolence. I never imagined it'd go this badly. What do we do? At this rate, the forest will be destroyed by the humans. I have no intention of staying in a place like this for 1,000 years. If it's come to this, I'll just have to do business in my own way. But you don't mean breaking out of here. But, dude, I love that Roser's like, dude, fuck this. You aren't keeping me in here. But how from a place like this? The only thing below us is a bottomless abyss. And there are no other exits. Well, even if we somehow manage to leave our cells, the village is loaded with guards. Do you have any sort of magic that could help us get out? Help get us out? I'm gifted when it comes to communicating with animals, but otherwise, no, not really. I see. I suppose everyone has different talents. Don't worry. I've already planned for this scenario. They did us a favor in only confiscating our weapons. 1 month into imprisonment. How many days has it been since I heard Master Rodri's voice? Saying he had a plan must have been been to reassure me. It's cold, Master Rodri. Keep it down. I'm sorry. Master Rodri? Like, how did he manage to break out? It took a month, but... Alright, so let's get to Chapter 9, which is titled The Elders Village Part 1. Rodri and me, disguised as prison guards. There's a guard up ahead. Move quietly. We'll be climbing the stairs at the end of this corridor. Hey, Master Rodri, how'd you manage to break out? By trading with the guards. Dude, this book is great! Trading! 1 month earlier. Hey, what you've got there? This? Oh, nothing. It's really quite plain. Just some ultra amazing mega deluxe salt nurtured by the sun and wind of the Western Sea. They call it Heaven's Crystal. A single pinch will enhance the flavor of any ingredient to the pinnacle of perfection. You know, just some run-of-the-mill heavenly salt. Heavenly salt? Curious? Who would be curious about salt? You should have confiscated all of your personal belongings. The others are too soft. Oh, he got curious. It's so good. What now? What? How? It's like a savory explosion of my taste buds. The elven diet primarily consists of fruits, vegetables, and grains with the occasional grape, wine, or honey mead. Meat and fish are only consumed to an extent that will not disrupt the harmony of nature. With the exception of a few coastal areas, salt is extremely scarce. Third day, is that the salt you mentioned? Let me try it too. Me too. How about a trade? I'll share my salt if you share your wine. Drink wine in prison? In the prison? Well, every night together with the guards. That's awesome. The Midnight Gourmet Society. At some point, they have begun referring to our sacred things as such. Dude! Robert, you idiot, you ass! As the remaining supply of Heaven's Crystal dwindled, the competition among those who craved it only intensified. To obtain even one more pinch of salt, they brought forth not only fine wines and delicacies, but even their personal treasures and rarest possessions. Robert, what about this? I picked this up back when I worked at the checkpoint. It seems to be something of the humans. There's a bunch of this strange smelling black sand inside. This is, very well. Thank you. Mom will be overjoyed. Your mother? It's her birthday. I may not be able to give her anything grand, but I'd at least like to feed her something delicious. Hey, aww, you're giving the rest to me? That's just how valuable this thing is that you're giving me. Besides, I already got something much more valuable than salt. Rodri, hey Rodri, tell us more about your adventures. So another week passed. For real? That's one hell of a deal you made. It sure is. A wide, wide world out there. Yes, a far cry from this tiny cell. When I worked at the checkpoint, I saw all sorts of atrocities committed by the humans. You only crossed the river for the sake of the forest. I don't think it's right to persecute you for those intentions. Hey, are you guys really okay with this? Turning a blind eye... I see, Rodri, you sneaky motherfucker, you, I see what you're doing. Turning a blind eye to the humans so as not to stoop to the level of vermin? Give me a break, the council is clearly in the wrong here. Yeah, they're gonna... He's using that. Oh, Rodri, you sneaky motherfucker, you. Do you need anything else? I'll do everything in my power to help, so just say the word. Are you really sure about this? Absolutely. In that case, I'd like to explore the village. What? After traveling the world, there's no way I can withstand a millennium confined to some cramped cell. I don't mind if it's in handcuffs, but just for a little, could you let me walk through the village? I don't think we can do that. I'll do it. Rodri's our friend. Aww. For 10 nights in a row, he guided me all throughout the village. I've got a perfect mental map of the place now. It cost me 1 month's time, but what I got was this information and their trust. That's so fucking key. That's key information. Master Rodri, you really are basic. Seriously. Me, if you want to back out, now's the time. Once we make our break, we'll be fugitives for life. When I think about the suffering my fellow elves have gone through being turned into slaves, this is nothing. I'll do whatever it takes to make sure there are no more victims. I too have no intention of allowing the humans to plunder this place. We're going to save the forest. Well, he's going to technically plunder it for himself, because trade and all that, but still. Right. There's a ton of guards in every direction. How are we supposed to get past them? You said you had a gift for communicating with animals, right? When I give the signal, I want you to set the animals in the village abuzz. We'll use the chaos as a cover to escape. Here's the map. Meet me at the western gateway when the moon rises just above the that tower. Got it? What are you making there, Rotary? Isn't that the strange smelling black sand from before? A fellow I did business with in the past once taught me you can make something pretty interesting with this stuff. Alright, it's just about time to steal some magic. Ooh, starting off with a flashy bang. Damn! Alright, let's get to chapter 10, which is titled The Elders Village Part 2. Captain, was that? The Elders are in danger. Explosion sighted above the Elders Tower. All hands assume combat formation. Dude, that's a nice elf ass. Jeez. The first and second squads will go with me to the Elders Tower. Pale, you rally the third and fourth squads to survey the village. Yes, Captain. Make haste. Follow me. Make haste. That over there is the Lunar Palace. They say it houses innumerable ancient treasures below ground. The Lunar Palace, huh? From my findings, it was the place most commonly noted by those who laid eyes on the Spirit Heart. The Spirit Heart must be somewhere in that palace. As much as I'd love to show you inside, that most likely cost us both our heads. The upper levels of the palace also serve as headquarters for the Elven Guard. The Elves' strongest, most elite forces. Guard Captain Kassad and Vice Captain Pale. Dude, Pale is fucking hot. Jeez. I don't even know what, I don't even want to know what happened if they knew I took you out of your cell. The thought gives me chills. So that's how it is. If it's honey you want, one must first lure the bees from the hive. Alright, let's see. It doesn't seem like they've set any traps. Well, the elves have no reason to steal their own treasure, and they never conceive of a human making it this far to steal it. Just how deep does it go? Oh, shit! At this rate, I might not even find the heart in time before they return. That's right. This blade houses the power of the lightning spirits. Could it be resonating with the Spirit Heart? I just need to go wherever the pulsing is strongest. That way. Well, that was fast. Part of me always wondered if magic truly holds the power to prevail over the world. Then why hadn't the elves harnessed it to fight against mankind? Perhaps in truth, sin magic was not all that powerful. Perhaps that woman merely lied to set me up, I had thought. But now... Oh shit, my soul is screaming out. Here lies power beyond comprehension. Can I really just take it? If the elves lose the Spirit Heart, what will become of them? No, the real question is, if mankind should obtain it, what will become of the world? Easy, easy! Oh, here goes the animals. Hey, wait! Were the explosions back there caused by Master Rotary's magic? But he told me he couldn't use any magic after living his whole life outside the forest. Master Rotary, what in the world is going on? Hey, did you hear a peep just now? Maybe one ran off in that direction? Uh-oh. So troublesome. Just what's gotten into the animals? Master Rotary, hey, there's been a summoning order. Did you two not hear? That voice. Uh-oh. What's all this commotion? And what was, with all the explosions and light? Does no one, here know a thing? Well, Captain Kassad, the animals have all gone wild. The entire village is in an uproar. We think it may be a result of the explosions from earlier. Captain, we finished opening all the village gates. You what? Did you not order us to? I didn't know such order! Oh shit. Is everything alright? Well, what about the summoning order? What in the Elder's name is going on? It's him. Was he behind the explosions? Oh no! Here comes Kassad's pursuit! But did he steal the Spirit Heart? Oh my god! This is about to get very interesting. I got a feeling, something tells me Money Forest isn't going to last long based on this writing. I got a feeling it will end maybe like by at most like chapter 20. I got a feeling that's going to be the case. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below what you guys think. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking so we can keep bringing you more Money Forest content. If you wish you could do that, donate to our Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, Coffee, purchase something off our Amazon wishlist, all that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend us on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye.